Welcome to another exciting episode of Gains and Blockchains. And on today's episode, I'm going to explain, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to break into the Bitcoin cycle. I'm going to show you the hack, which is the complicated Bitcoin cycle. We're going to talk about the key things to look forward to and how to make money and keep that money that you made through this cycle, because 90% of you won't. Let's get it. All right, guys. All right. Here we go. Here we are 3 months later, 3 months after I tried my very best to beg and plead with everybody to get involved. You know, let's get this ETF, guys. The ETF is coming. Guys, the ETF. Let's do the ETF. Let's be prepared. The ETF, guys. I was saying this till I was blue in the face. But, you know, so is life. You know, some people don't really know what's good for them till it hits them in the face. So I'm not that guy to come up here and, you know, say I told you so. You know, I'm not that petty. I don't want to be that guy. It's not like me. But most of my viewers could read, I'm sure. So yeah, here we are. But seriously, guys, moving forward, it's pretty sad because a lot of people are now coming into the market, and where it's not very advantageous. It's a little bit too late for you to be coming in and buying Bitcoin. But this is why I made this video. The key thing here is to actually understand the cycle, the Bitcoin cycle, the matrix, if you may, escaping the matrix within the Bitcoin cycle, because that's what it's really allowing you to do. So we're going to talk about how the cycle works, how Bitcoin attracts money and cycles it through the entire crypto space. And it's a vicious cycle. It's full circle, right? And participating in this cycle in this limited time, we only have less than 12 months, guys. Less than 12 months to play the game, make your money, and, you know, pull out successfully. 90% of the investors in crypto coming in not knowing what they're doing are going to lose, and they're going to end up holding those bags. They're going to end up holding those bags for 4 years, through the whole bear market, right? And you don't want to be one of those guys. So let's not make the same mistake. If I'm an expert in crypto, let's be quite clear. Let's be, you know, abundantly clear. I'm an expert. I've been in the crypto space since, you know, 2013. I've been dabbling in and out. So I know what I'm talking about. And if we were to pull back a couple months ago, actually, you know what? Let's pull back. Let's pull up the clip from a couple months ago when I was talking about the ETF right before the launch. I was telling everybody, yo, let's get into this ETF. Let's be prepared. The ETF's coming, and it's gonna flood the market with these greedy munchers coming in and eating up your Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin was made for the people, and I was trying to avoid getting the institutional investors ahead of you guys. So I was trying to really, you know, I was trying to set you guys up to get your hands in before they got their hands in. You know, their dirty, sticky hands. So let's throw that clip up. Let's pull that clip up real quick. And yeah, look at that. There we go. So, wow, urgent. Look at that. Look at that thumbnail, guys. Look at that thumbnail. Urgent Bitcoin ETF. This is an urgent alert. Look at that thumbnail. It says it all. This is not clickbait, boys and girls. This is not clickbait. Urgent warning for everyone in the crypto space. Whether you're brand new, whether you've been around for 10 years, this message was meant for you. Right now, there's significant tectonic plates moving beneath our feet at this very moment. And it's happening in such a fast and aggressive manner that it'll change the lives of people participating forever. This is called a spot Bitcoin ETF. And when this happens, this is going to be the pivotal moment where all the wealth is shifted. Literally, you will see a shift in wealth that mankind has never seen before. And I cannot stress this enough. Like, guys, there's a reason why I was saying this. I was literally stressing this because I knew a lot of people would believe in this buy the rumor, sell the news. Like, oh, this ETF is a nothing burger and it's just gonna be, you know, another one of those, you know, scams or hypes. The fundamentals never lie. If you have an asset class that now creates an onboarding system, a highway ramp of trillions of dollars coming in, it's only going to send price to the moon, guys. Fundamentally, you must understand that, right? Now, moving forward, the urgency is simply trying to get as much involved before it's too late, guys. That's the urgency, right? If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, you're already a bit late to the party, right? So what we want to do is get involved with the altcoins. You want to get as much altcoins, and I mean blue chip altcoins is what you really want to get your hands on, so that you can actually get yourself some free Bitcoin. Because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of us retail investors now cannot afford a $70,000 USD for Bitcoin, right? So what I would recommend is to, get in with the altcoins that you could actually outperform Bitcoin, make a higher yield, and then park that money. We'll talk about later in the video in the cycle, the cheat code kind of, and essentially get yourself some free Bitcoin, right? So if you didn't listen to me about the ETF, clue in, maybe listen to me now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe now you should take a little bit of advice from me, right? So, even though I am not a financial advisor, keep that in mind. I'm just some guy. But yeah, let's but here's the thing, guys. If you don't believe, some guy like me, well, what if I were to tell you what let's say the world's largest asset manager like Larry Fink. What if I were to show you a clip of Larry Fink, the guy managing the most money on the planet? Like his company, not just him, his company, BlackRock, man, is the world's largest by far. They're the world's largest asset managers on the planet. So what would you say if I told you that Larry Fink himself, a guy that never knew about Bitcoin up until a couple of years ago, is super bullish? Because think about it. What would you have to do to make a company like BlackRock, to make a company like BlackRock do a 5x on their money, on their assets? Think about that. BlackRock handles 11, somewhere north of $11 trillion a day. It's a lot of money. No one else can come close. So you tell me, what would you think a company like that would have to do, right? To just think of that thought for a second. What would a company like that, I mean, they're the top tier. No one's higher than BlackRock. What would they have to do to have their company and their shareholders 5x or 10x their money, right? It's not going to be tech stocks. It's not going to be real estate. It's crypto. Clearly, it's crypto. But hey, don't take my word on it. Let's just see what the man himself has to say. Let's pull that video up.
Very bullish on the long-term viability of Bitcoin.
I was going to say, did that surprise you?
That surprised me how much that's gone up. I mean, look, it is. We're creating now a market that has more liquidity, more transparency, and I'm pleasantly surprised, and I would never have predicted it before we filed it, that we were going to see this type of retail demand.
So you thought you'd do good, but not this good.
I thought, yes.
Well, IBIT is your ETF over at iShares.
Yes.
Wow. It's about to overtake Grayscale, which was in the business certainly a lot longer. You look at the gains since January 11th when it first came about.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this much inflow this quickly into?
IBIT is the fastest growing ETF in the history of ETFs.
I think we get the gist of it. So you see, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean, guys. When the world's largest asset manager is this bullish, I mean, at what point are you not gonna get it? At what point are you not gonna get it? That nothing in your wretched lives will mean anything. It will not mean anything or will not make any sense once Bitcoin becomes like, I mean, guys, it's already happening. Like this is the whole point of talking heads like me on this channel, to literally prepare you for the catalyst, prepare you before the storm, because when these guys come on TV every single day on Fox, CNBC, when they come on TV every day and they start talking, it's for a reason. They're not doing it because it's cool or it's fun or it's a way to fill their day with, keep them away from their wives and their kids. They're doing this because it's going to make them a substantial amount of money, right? this is what they're doing. This is what they're born to do. This is what they do for a living. This is what they do very, very well. So again, remember what I said earlier. You just have to copy and paste. Follow the whales. That's it. Follow the whales. Just follow the whales, right? So let's pull up the chart here. So take a look at this chart, right? As you can see, this chart is the key. This is the Bitcoin hack, and this chart is really good, way to display how easy it is. I'm gonna break it down like a 5-year-old, right? So you have Bitcoin. You got Bitcoin. You have the largest, the most important asset on the planet right now, right? It sucks liquidity into the market. It attracts people like Larry Fink, Ark Invest, Grayscale, Vanguard. You get the gist, right? So it brings in all the liquidity, right? Then the liquidity leaks into Ethereum, right? Then from Ethereum into your altcoins, right? So you'll get your blue chip altcoins, and then it'll bleed into the low cap gems, and then from there it'll bleed into your meme coins. Now notice how it all flows and goes right back to the king, Bitcoin, right? So the beautiful thing about this chart is that it all starts and ends with Bitcoin. So when I come back on here and when I say a coin like Arweave or Matic or Ethereum, for example, when I start seeing these coins and I'm telling you buy now or buy this or this is going to be a strong project, you buy these things because you want to outperform Bitcoin, and you want to make more gains that Bitcoin will make, so that in turn, when you go to cash out and to pull profits and park it into the king Bitcoin, you would have made a lot of free Bitcoin if you did it right? So this is what these institutions don't know yet. I'm sure they know it, but they haven't really. Well, they definitely know it because they're trying to get the Ethereum ETF approved, and they're fighting tooth and nail. So they definitely know about it. But I'm trying to tell you guys to kind of foreshadow what's coming next. So this is the cheat code. This is the big secret. It's not very complicated, right? You get yourself some altcoins. Obviously you have the altcoins will vary from high risk to very low risk, right? And in my point of view, in my opinion, Bitcoin is zero risk, right? So now that you guys understand this, take control of your financial future, guys. Not now, but right now. It's your boy, you're signing out. Till next time.